Hey, everybody. We are just getting ready to grab Dansby and do this. So, Michael is pulling Dansby in.
Trying to.
He's trying to lure him. So, we did we got an Embark test for Christmas. And we just got the DNA test, but I went ahead and upgraded to the health test because I wanted to see what kind of health issues, if any, Dansby has. We do know he's got some allergy issues that we're dealing with right now. So let me try here, puppy. That's a good boy. He's being a little shy. All right, so Dansby was rescued from Clayton County, and he was found as a stray. And we are going to figure out what he is. And hopefully y'all can hear us.
It looks like the mic is picking us up.
Oh, great. Okay. I was going to say, do we need to put this on our phone to make sure? Okay. So, Michael, if you were to pick 3 to 4 breeds that you think Dansby would be a combination of, what would you say?
Definitely Dachshund. I think Yorkie and maybe Min Pin.
Were you reading my social media today?
No, I wasn't.
So I think Dachshund, Yorkie, miniature pincher, and I'm going to throw Chihuahua in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Dansby has a long body. Let's see if we can get him. He's got a long body. He's got longer legs than a Dachshund, but he has a little, see if you can see his little tail. His tail just kind of crooks. It's like a hook, like a little Captain Hook tail. He does have a little white band in his tail, which is so funny because the Border Terrier people are always like, hey, look for that band of fur around his tail that looks a little different. So I don't think he's got Border Terrier, but without further ado, we are going to go in and click review results. If I can find my cursor, we should be logged in. Oh, wow. He is a mix of 7 breeds.
Wow.
Dansby, you're 7 breeds. I'm not going to hit the video. I'm just going to skip to results, okay? Okay, so they've got articles, vet reviewed recommendations, all kinds of care responses. Wow. Interesting. Dansby is 28.6% Chihuahua, 16.6% Poodle Small, 13.2% Super Mutt, which means they have no idea, 11.3% Dachshund, 9.7% Pekingese, 9.2% Shih Tzu, 8.3% Yorkshire Terrier, and 3.1% Bichon Frise.
Wow.
Dansby, I had no idea you were all those things. That is really surprising.
Yeah, I would have figured that Dachshund would have been where Chihuahua was.
Yeah.
The poodle thing throws me off because
Poodle is his second most strong characteristic. What's interesting though is he does like the water.
Yeah.
And poodles are water dogs. Yeah. And he's very intelligent. So
and a super mutt.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting. So here's the thing. So I was thinking that he probably came from a backyard breeder and was when they were doing Dachshund Yorkie mixes, there was a minute where they were mixing, breeds like that. And I thought for sure, that's what somebody had done. But man, I never would have thought poodle or Pekingese.
Yeah, I don't. Because Pekingese, Don't those two dogs have like a?
Yeah, smushy face. I guess the dachshund overpowered that with his snout. He has a very good sense of smell. Okay, so let's look at the health summary. So
Okay.
we know Dansby suffers from allergies. Okay, of the 256 genetic health risks we analyzed, we found 3 results that you should learn about. Okay, so let's see what this says. Okay, so intravertebral disc disease type 1. He inherited 1 copy of the variant we tested, and that means he has an increased risk. So IVDD is definitely a dangerous health risk because that can be a back problem. So he has had an increased risk for that. It says he has 1 copy of an FGF4 retro gene on chromosome 12. In some breeds, such as beagles, cocker spaniels, and dachshunds, among others, this variant is found in nearly all dogs. While those breeds are known to have an elevated risk of IVDD, many dogs in those breeds never develop it. For mixed breed dogs and purebreds of other breeds where this variant is not as common, risk for type 1 IVDD is greater for individuals with this variant than for similar dogs. So let's see, what can you do? So follow veterinary advice for diet, weight management, and daily exercise, ramps for furniture, avoiding flights of stairs, and using a harness on walks. And then, of course, for breeding, well, he can't be bred. He's neutered. So no more jumping. No more jumping. He's very springy. So let's see. Let's continue on. Okay, I guess I need to go back to see what the other 2 were.
And just so everybody knows, we actually went and saw a chiropractor yesterday. So it's kind of interesting that was.
Yeah, that popped up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only increased risk was that 1 for IVDD. Notable results were 2. Dansby is unlikely to develop a clinical disease or condition, but these results can be useful to inform decisions for veterinary care or breeding. So ALT activity, he inherited 1 copy of the variant we tested, and then von Willebrand disease type 1 VWD, which is identified in small poodles, he inherited 1 copy of the variant they tested. So it says, if we click on ALT activity, alanine aminotransferase is a clinical tool that can be used by veterinarians to help better monitor the liver. So this result is not associated with liver disease. It is one of several values veterinarians measure on routine blood work to evaluate the liver. It is a naturally occurring enzyme located in liver cells that help break down protein. When the liver is damaged or inflamed, ALT is released into the bloodstream. So it says he has a notable risk. It says Dansby's baseline ALT level may be low normal. So basically, our veterinarian needs to know that he has this. And so that when they do measure his ALT, that we make sure it's, we're paying extra close attention because it could be skewed. So
very interesting.
Yeah. And then let's look at von Willebrand's disease. I've definitely heard of that one.
Yeah.
It's a type of coagulopathy, a disorder of blood clotting. It is characterized into 3 types based on clinical severity, serum levels of VWF, and VWF multimer composition. Dogs with type 1 VWD have low VWF levels, normal multimer composition, and variable clinical signs. So it says Dansby is not at risk for von Willebrand disease type 1. This variant should not impact Dansby's health. This variant is inherited in autosomal recessive manner, meaning that a dog needs 2 copies to show signs of the condition. Dansby is unlikely to develop this condition due to this variant because he only has one copy. All right. So that is super interesting. Would love to know in the comments what you guys think Dansby is. And I'm just going to scroll down and see if there's any other health. So breed relevant results, he's got 20 clear results, and then other results, there are 232 clear. So we'll read a little bit more about that later. But we just wanted to share this with you and let you know what Dansby is. I had a feeling there was some Chihuahua in there when we first got him and he bit you. That was my thought.
Yeah, I could see some Chihuahua, but not like 28%.
Yeah, well, especially considering, I really Dachshund and Yorkie is what I thought he was, and combined, that's only 19.6% of who he is.
Yeah.
So I would never have thought Poodle, Pekingese, Shih Tzu, or Bichon. I mean, that's all very interesting.
Yeah. I wonder, the super mud. I wonder what kind of.
I think that's when they just have no clue.
Yeah.
Like there's probably been a lot of interbreeding in the gene pool. So he's making himself known. What's interesting is we both came up with Minpin, right? Yeah. Not on there.
No.
Maybe it's in the super mud mixture. Maybe the black and tan comes from the Dachshund, because Yorkies are dark, but they have some light, and he does have some little white undercoats, and he's got a white stripe on his chest. So I'm wondering if that's coming through from like the Bichon or the Shih Tzu
or the Poodle.
Yeah.
But his hair is just so fine and straight.
Yeah.
So, but the Chihuahua threw me for a loop. And the Poodle did. Well, all of them did, actually, except for Dachshund and Yorkie.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can see with some of his mannerisms, maybe the Chihuahua.
The barking.
And with, well, and he's kind of skittish.
Very skittish.
But he's very, very, very smart, too. Mm-hmm. And that may be the Poodle popping through there.
Yep.
So...
And he, what's another reason I thought Dachshund for sure was because this guy follows his nose. I mean, he just on our walk this morning, he's zigging and zagging and he's following whoever came before him. So, that's super interesting. I never would have thought some of these breeds.
It's very interesting. That's for sure.
We'll share a link. Embark gave us a referral link that we'll share with you guys if you feel like you want to do a test. We decided on Embark because if y'all remember the vet that we interviewed for the Chagas disease interviews, he recommended Embark. He said that he thought it had not only because of the breed testing, but health testing. And so we went ahead and paid extra to get the health testing so we could see if there was anything we needed to worry about. And
we picked up a kit for Strider, so we'll have to do another one once we get the Strider results back. I think she's just going to have a mixture of crazy and border terrier, which are kind of the same thing.
No, I think she's going to have a mixture of hungry, horse-loving border terrier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is a very interesting report. I think the health genomes that they give us and the little hints, I think are very important. And I think it's well worth the money. And it's not really that expensive in the grand scheme of things, given what you get. So
yeah, and we picked it up. Well, we got it for Christmas, but I know that they were doing Black Friday sales. They were doing New Year's sales because we got a discount on Striders, and because we only asked for Dansby's because we know Strider's a border terrier, but it'll be interesting to see if they pick up anything else.
Yeah.
But we decided for the health test to do it for her.
Yeah.
Because she's got some sort of a skin condition. So we definitely, you can get it on a good price, and it's a perfect gift. So if your mom or dad or spouse is like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Mother's Day? What do you want for Christmas? It's a great gift.
I think so. Yeah. Well, Dansby, you are a mixture of just about everything. You are a gumbo of a dog.
Yes, you are. Well, thanks y'all for watching, and stay tuned because we actually have a video where we showed the swabbing process and everything like that. So we will show you that, and we will air Strider's reveal video as soon as we get that one.
Awesome. Until next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.